That means there is a way, but you cannot select any object. So of course there's 1. So the coefficient is 1. Clear? Let me guide you with an example. Let's say we have to find, uh, say, uh, 15 to the power of 5. So we can write 15 as 10 plus 5 to the whole power 5. If we apply combination here, so n represents the total power, which is 5. So nc0 is 1, and it is clear that the first and the last term would be the number itself with the same power. So for in this case, the first term will be 10 to the power 5 plus nc1. nc1. It means you have to select one object out of n number of it. You have to take you have to take one object out of n objects. So there are n possibilities, right? There are n ways by which you can select one object, right? So it's going to be n only. That means it's going to be 5 and a minus a to the power n minus 1. So our a was 10 into 10 to the power 5 minus 1, that is 4, and b is as it is 5. Now we come to, okay, I think the general formula I have to for combinations is, sorry guys, yeah. So the general formula for combination is, let's say NCR is equal to n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. Okay, so in this case, I just want to find, this. What we say? Yeah, I want to find 5C2. That means, in how many ways can you select two objects out of 5? So that is 5 factorial upon 2 factorial into 3 factorial. Okay, just by visualizing, you can see that the 3 factorial cancels out, and I have left with 5 into 4. 2 factorial will cancel out with 2. That means we have 10. The coefficient is 10. So that is 10 into 10 to the power n minus 2. That is, you have to just keep on doing minus 1. That is 10 cube into 5 to the power 5 square, or you can say simply 5 square. Now let's continue. Now we have to do 5C3, right? We have to do 5C3. That is 5 factorial upon 3 factorial into 5 minus 3, 2 factorial. So the 3 factorial will cancel out again, right? We're left with 2. Will cancel out with 4. So we have again got 10 as our coefficient of A and B. So we'll write 10 into 10 square into 5 cube. Okay. And I think we have to now, how many terms are over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So last two terms are left. Okay. Okay, so now it's 5 factorial upon 4 factorial into 1 factorial, or we can write, uh, if we don't write also, there's not a big issue. So 4 factorial will be cancelled out with 5, and we are left with 5. All right. कुछ नहीं, बच्चे को पढ़ा रहा हूँ। एआई। एक सेकंड इधर आ, तो चादर दे। हाँ, तो चादर तो लगेगी ना। नहीं है। कब देखी तूने? आज ही भी देखी थी मैंने देखी है, पक्का है। क्या कर रहे हो तुम अभी? सो रहे हो? सो पता नहीं, मैंने तो नहीं गिरा। हो गया। So we are left with two terms now, which is 5. Okay, so we have got as 5 as a coefficient, and the power of 10 will again decrease. So it will be just 10 into 5 ka whole power 4. And the last term will always be 5 to the power of 5. Okay. Okay, if I write this briefly, yeah. तो एक चीज आप लोग ने देखी होगी guys, one thing that you should observe if you want to score very good, that is the power of the coefficients, it remains the same. Like if at any point, at any term, if you just combine the powers, I'm not saying to put any operation, I'm saying if you look at the powers and add them, it will always be equal to the main power, that was 5. Like say if I want to find C, the first term is always power is 5. In this term, the second term, it's 4 plus 1, that is 5. Next term, 3 plus 2, 5. 2 plus 3, 5. 1 plus 4, 5 again. And the last term, of course, 5. So this is what is I find very interesting and amazing, right? So I know this has taken a lot of time, but if you just keep practicing, keep doing some questions, you'll automatically get how to solve. So I'll just write this whole 10 to the power of 5 is just you add 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 plus 5 5 is 25. So you write 25 and 10 to the power 4, that means you have to add 4 0, 1, 2, 3, plus 10 cube is you just write that is 25, and again you have to put 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus now it's 5 cube, so it is 125 and 3 zeros, 1, 2 and 3. This is 5 to the power 4 and one more 5. So it is 5 to the power of 5. We know that 5 to the power 4 is 625. So multiplying it 5, or just instead of multiplying, I would like you to divide it by 2, which will give me 312.5. Okay, now we'll shift one more decimal, that is 31.21. So 5 to the power 4 is 3125, and 10 plus 315. Okay, now if I add this all, let's just add with the help of calculator. I'll just add, right? Okay, so I'll add 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 plus 25, 1 2 3 plus, again I add 1 2 1 2 5 triple 0. Okay, 0 plus 31250. So the answer I get is 759375. 759375. So that is I got with my expansion of binomial. Let's check the real answer. It was 15 to the power of 5. Okay. So 225 into 25 into 15. Yeah. So you've got the right answer, and that is how you expand with the help of binomial. Okay. Till plus sign, that was easy. But what if there was a minus sign in between? Now, what would be your reaction, or what would you do? Okay. So let's take an example. Say if I had, okay, okay, say there was a minus sign in between. So, so if there was a minus sign in between, so what you'll observe is that what will be the power? say if the question was a minus b the whole cube. Let me just take a simple example to make you clear that what exactly happens when there's a minus sign, right? Okay. Yeah. So if we try to expand it, we'll get as, let's do it with binomial, what we have learned. First term is gonna be, so what happens is you just treat the b as minus b and just put a plus sign in the b. So that will make a plus bracket minus b to the power of 3. So you have to just treat it the same operation just by putting a bracket and a plus sign. Yeah, so the rest is the same. First term is going to be a cube. Second, notice that the power is here odd. So if I had to write minus b, so that will of course be negative. Instead of writing plus minus and all, I just directly do a minus and I write q. Sorry, I think I have to expand it first. Yeah. So aq plus nc. What is the value of nc1? Our n is 3. So the coefficient will be 3. 3a square into minus b to the power of 1. Okay, all plus. What is nc2? That means what is 3 factorial upon 2 factorial? It's 3. Okay. So we'll write just 3a. Now this time I'll write b square. Why? Because minus b doing the square will give a positive integer always, right? Plus I'll write now this is the fourth term, so a's power will be 0. That means a will be 1. So the coefficient will be only 1, right? So we'll write only minus b whole cube. That will again give me a negative. So if I just write it, will be a cube minus 3a square b plus 3a ab square minus b cube. Okay, what I have observed from this is that when there's an even power, sorry, there if there's an odd power, so only the terms which had the odd powers of b will be negative. Otherwise, it will be positive only. Now observe the third term, 3ab square. We knew that b was negative, but the power of b was 2, and any even power always will be a positive integer. So I hope you understood this concept, and this is a very important concept in both your JEE, and it has applications in various areas like cyclicity and remainders. Like if I told you to find what is 17 to the power 17 when divided by 14, what will be the remainder? So you could just write 14, 17 as 14 plus 3 to the whole power of 17 and 14. So we know that after doing the binomial expansion of this particular number, every term would have 14, except for the last term, which will be 3 to the power 17. So that won't be divisible by 14, but the rest other terms will be divisible by 14. So I just know that this is divisible by 14. So I just have to find the remainder when 3 to the power 17 is divided by 14. So we know, okay, if I solve this further, 3 square is 9 divided by 14. This doesn't give me a clear remainder. What is 3 cube? 3 cube is 27 divided by 14. Now this I know 14 twos is 128. So this particular will give me a remainder of -1. We use negative remainders concept also. So the remainder I obtained is here -1. That means 3 to the power 3 or any multiple of 3 will provide me a remainder of -1. So let's say 3 to the power, what is the closest? The closest is 5 because 3 fives are 15. Now we are left with 9, or I'll write 3 square. Now we know remainders are multiplicative. So this whole will come as -1 to the power of 5 into 3 threes are 9. So remainder is 9. That means -9, or we cannot leave in negative. So -9, we'll add the divisor, which is 14. -9 plus 14, that is, come on, that is 5. So our final remainder when this particular number is divided by 14 is 5. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and guys, if you're new to my channel, then please do subscribe. And I'm thinking to regularly upload these videos on maths concepts. So if you do enjoy it, please share and subscribe the channel. So thank you so much for watching.